The world map is changing and a new artery of steel now cuts across Asia, the China-Iran Railway. On November 15, 2025, the first freight train loaded with Iranian crude oil arrived in western China, marking a seismic shift in global power and energy. This isn't just infrastructure, it's a geopolitical earthquake. For decades, global trade relied on vulnerable sea lanes. Now, a land-based alternative has emerged, led by Beijing and Tehran. The implications ripple from American gas prices to military balances in the Indian Ocean. Picture a steel dragon, thousands of kilometers long, awakening, its journey beginning at the Persian Gulf, winding through Central Asia, and ending in China's industrial heartland. This is the story of the China-Iran Railway, a bold vision of shifting power eastward. It's the Belt and Road Initiative's most audacious project, directly challenging maritime dominance. The narrow Strait of Malacca, once China's strategic bottleneck, is now bypassed. With this railway, China gains a faster, more secure route under the influence of friendly nations, a true game-changer. At the opening in Kashgar, leaders from China, Iran, and Central Asia declared a new era of strategic independence. These weren't empty words, they marked the birth of a powerful Eurasian bloc, connected by rails and a shared desire to chart a new course. The world is witnessing the rise of a new center of gravity, forged in steel. The China-Iran partnership is rooted in centuries of history. Ancient Persia and China were linked by the Silk Road, trading goods, ideas, and culture. This legacy of mutual respect underpins today's strategic alignment. In modern times, China's demand for energy and Iran's vast reserves created natural synergy. While Western sanctions isolated Iran, China remained a steadfast partner, investing and buying oil. Their relationship culminated in a 25-year comprehensive strategic partnership in 2021, paving the way for projects like the railway. It's not just economics. Both nations share a vision of a multipolar world, challenging U.S. dominance. They cooperate in forums like the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, advancing sovereignty and non-interference. The railway is more than a trade route. It's a symbol of their joint effort to build an alternative to the Western-led order. This deep history explains why the China-Iran Railway is the logical outcome of decades of careful cultivation. Understanding these ancient ties is key to grasping the significance of the steel tracks now binding these two civilizations. To grasp the railway's importance, consider the Malacca Dilemma. The Strait of Malacca, a narrow waterway, was China's main oil lifeline and its greatest vulnerability. Before the railway, 80% of China's oil imports passed through this congested, risky strait. Any disruption, blockade, piracy, or accident could cripple China's economy. The U.S. Navy's presence in the region heightened Beijing's anxiety. China's string of pearls strategy and Myanmar pipelines offered only partial solutions. The China-Iran Railway is the ultimate bypass, a secure, direct land route for energy. It reduces military and economic risks, sidestepping one of the world's busiest and most accident-prone shipping lanes. By building this railway, China has taken a decisive step to secure its energy future. The Malacca Dilemma, which haunted Chinese strategists for decades, is now dramatically diminished. This is not just a new route, it's a strategic revolution. The global energy map has been redrawn. The China-Iran Railway, or Eurasian Friendship Corridor, is an engineering feat. Construction began in 2020 and finished in under 5 years, costing around $90 billion, mostly financed by China. The route stretches 3,200 kilometers from Iran's Chabahar port, through Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and into China's Xinjiang province, ending in Kashgar. This path was chosen for security and reliability, traversing friendly nations. The double-track, electrified line can handle heavy freight, moving up to 1 million barrels of oil per day, about 10% of China's imports. The journey takes 10 to 12 days, 3 times faster than shipping via the Malacca Strait. This speed slashes costs and boosts efficiency. But it's more than oil. The railway will carry petrochemicals, minerals, agricultural products, and Chinese-manufactured goods. Two-way trade will stimulate growth along the corridor, creating jobs and development in Central Asia. The railway is a comprehensive engine for regional integration. It's not just an oil pipeline on rails, it's a new Silk Road for the 21st century. The project's scale and ambition signal a new era for Eurasian connectivity. The world is watching as the steel corridor comes alive. The railway's political impact is profound. It cements a new axis between China, Iran, and Central Asia, forming a bloc with shared interests and infrastructure. Iran, long isolated by sanctions, now has a secure trade route to China, boosting its economy and influence. The railway undermines the effectiveness of future Western sanctions. For the US, this is a strategic challenge. Land routes now bypass American naval power. Central Asian nations become critical gatekeepers, drawing new attention from global powers. India's own ambitions in Iran are overshadowed by China's larger project, forcing New Delhi to rethink its strategy. Russia, too, must adjust to China's growing presence in its traditional sphere of influence. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization gains new relevance, with the railway providing a backbone for economic and security cooperation. Asia's political map is no longer defined by sea lanes alone. A new land-based order is emerging. The center of gravity is shifting eastward, redrawing alliances and influence. The China-Iran railway creates clear winners and losers. China gains a faster, cheaper, and more secure energy route, strengthening its economic and strategic position. Iran secures a lifeline for its economy, guaranteed oil sales, and a new role as a regional transit hub. Central Asian nations benefit from transit fees, infrastructure upgrades, and new economic opportunities. Landlocked countries now find themselves at the heart of a major trade corridor. However, countries like Singapore and Malaysia may lose transit fees as oil bypasses the Malacca Strait. Global shipping companies face declining business on traditional sea routes. The economic map is being reshaped. Those who adapt will thrive. Those who don't risk being left behind. The railway is a ticket to resurgence for some and a warning for others. The winners are those who embrace the new reality of land-based trade. The losers are those clinging to the old sea-based order. The world's economic center is shifting, fast. The railway is more than steel and oil. It's a bridge for people and cultures. Communities along the 3,200-kilometer route, once isolated, are now connected to the global economy. New opportunities for jobs, education, and social mobility will transform remote regions. The spirit of the Silk Road is reborn, with cultural exchange flowing both ways. Chinese tourists may visit Isfahan and Samarkand. Iranian and Central Asian students will travel to China. Expect a fusion of art, cuisine, and ideas, enriching all societies along the corridor. But rapid change brings challenges, social tensions, environmental concerns, and uneven benefits. Governments must ensure development is sustainable and inclusive. The railway accelerates Eurasian integration, forging a new shared identity. Its most lasting legacy may be a new generation of Eurasians, connected by more than just trade. The Iron Corridor is reshaping not just economies, but cultures and lives. Experts worldwide are weighing in on the railway's impact. Dr. Anush Adeshami calls it a strategic masterstroke for Iran, breaking decades of isolation and anchoring it in a rising Eurasian bloc. Parag Khanna sees it as proof that global supply chains are being reconfigured. Connectivity is the new power. The railway isn't just about bypassing Malacca, it's about building a resilient, efficient global system. Military analysts warn that US dominance over sea lanes is eroding. Land-based routes make naval power less relevant. Dr. Evelyn Reed notes this shift demands a fundamental reassessment of Western strategy in Asia. Some human rights advocates urge caution, warning that massive projects can empower authoritarian regimes and risk transparency. They stress the need for equitable, sustainable development, not just profits for elites. The debate is complex, strategic, economic, and ethical questions all collide. The railway's true impact will depend on how these challenges are managed. One thing is clear: the world is watching, and the stakes are high. The China-Iran railway is a test case for the future of global infrastructure. Its success or failure will echo far beyond Eurasia. We stand at a turning point in history. The China-Iran railway is more than a headline. It's the arrival of the future. Oil is flowing, alliances are shifting, and the global order is being redrawn. The Malacca dilemma is solved for China. Iran gains a powerful new role. The world's response, competition, cooperation, or containment, will shape the 21st century. This is just the beginning. The railway's impact will evolve, creating new opportunities and tensions. Staying informed is essential as the world grows more interconnected and multipolar. What does this mean for your country, your business, your future? Join the conversation. What are the biggest risks and opportunities of this new Iron Silk Road? Subscribe for more analysis, as we cover every chapter of this unfolding story. The 21st century is being written in steel, and we'll be here to track every mile. The China-Iran Railway is not just a project, it's a signpost to the world ahead. The journey has only just begun.